Hello and welcome to this short video on how to run and schedule reports on Airbill Analyzer. So firstly, log in. You should have been given your login details by your Air Customer Care or Account Manager already. I'm going to log into a demo system. So here we've got a customer with both fixed and mobile with Air. So as you can see on this dashboard here, on the left hand side, we got the aggregate view of the bills, combining both landline and mobile. So I'm going to select a system to go into. So we'll pick mobile, for example. Both systems are identical, some slight differences between reports. Some will contain extra reports for mobile, but otherwise the dashboard is the same. The summary is on the left, the observations on the right, there's a cost trend on the left, and there's favorite reports here. There's a more detailed video on overview of Airbill Analyzer should you wish to go through all of the features of Airbill Analyzer, but this short video I'm just going to focus on running reports. So on the top menu here we've got Summary, Analytics, Bills and Setup. I'm going to go straight into Analytics, where the reports are, and show you what we've got here to pick from. So I'll come to the favorite reports in a minute, but everybody will see summary charges and usage, and if you're a mobile customer with Air, you'll have devices. So let's begin here under summary charges. So I'm going to just pick a few reports to run. I'm going to show you the features, and as I said, I'm going to schedule them as well and show you what you can do with the reports. So summary charges really contains information on a breakdown of your bill, the total charges, so you've got your rentals, your bundles, and your usage, any one-off charges. So you've got reports such as by organization level, charges by subscriber, bill trend by month, by service charge, by subscriber and month, etc. So I'll pick one or two reports here. So start off by showing you maybe this one here, a popular one, cost by month by subscriber. Okay, so in this report here, we've got the mobile number, which could be landline as well for landline customers, the user, the rental on that, any usage, any one-off charges, and the total for that particular subscriber for this month's bill. You've got extra information on what company they are, account number, etc. So I'll show you what you can do in the reports here, how to run a report. So pretty much by selecting the report, they're all preset and run. That's how you run them. Other features here available to you are you can drill in. So I'll drill in on this particular number for Londa Smallwood, and it brings you down to call detail level. So you can actually see the breakdown of the calls, the breakdown of the package that she's on. So you can see her bundle here. There's a charge for small business unlimited of €35. The other bundles are free. She's got a smartphone, so there's a 15 gig data allowance. There's a travel allowance to the USA for roaming, an EU allowance, etc. Voicemail is free and roaming. She's got a breakdown of her charges here. You can see here messages of 20 cents. So what can I do at any stage just to show you some of the features? I can select this option here to export to either Word, Excel or PDF. I can also email the report to myself or to other email addresses here, and I can even decide on the format of the report, which can be Excel, Word or PDF. I can also compress and zip it should I wish to. What else can you do in the report? You can refine it. So you could have selected filters. So I'll show you this in a minute, where you might pick a detailed report and show you how applicable the filters are. You can also at any stage add it as a favorite report, which I mentioned very briefly at the start. You can customize it slightly so that it appears under your favorite reports, and it'll also, if you noted, appear on your dashboard or summary page. So I'll do that in just a moment. Let's show you some other reports before I come out of here. We've got bill trend by month, some popular reports to show you here. So I'll just pick a few that are popular. As you can see, that this will show you the number of months that you've been with Air if you've several months. For example, if you've been with Air for 12 months, the Airbill Analyzer system will retain 12 months worth of your billing data. So this graph will show 12 months, and you can go in and out of each particular bill if you want to look at the usage and the charges, etc. You can search by account number. If you know the account number, you can select the list of months here. So you can go back to a previous month's bill, for example. If you've been on the system and been with Air for 12 months, you can go back to any months between now and this time last year. Other popular reports, there's the charge breakdown report. You got a quick look at this. This is just a breakdown of your charges per subscriber. So you can see the different bundles and charges that the different subscribers are on, of course. And again, remember, you can download that to Excel should you wish. You can also do a search. If you're looking for a particular landline or mobile number, you can type that in, or a particular username. You can actually provide a list as well, a list of numbers you want to search on, or just if you want to search for a particular organization grouping like corporation, account number, etc. You can also do that here, and then refine that report, run it, and it'll just show you the numbers you're interested in. Okay. Then under usage, you've got reports such as by destination and month, just again to show you some examples of popular reports. In this particular one, we've got a graph, and it just shows you the breakdown of the different types of calls. So for mobile, you'll see things like roaming, data. However, for fixed line or landline customers, you'll see local, national, international. You'll have a table below, and anything of particular interest you can drill into to show you national data, for example. That'll bring you down to account and subscriber level, and it'll bring you right into usage as well. So here's the list of subscribers or mobile or fixed line numbers, and again we can drill in on, should we wish, on Jacqueline Kidd and right down to call detail level. Okay, and again, just to remind you, at any stage you can go to download that to Excel, PDF or Word, email, or save it, which we'll come to in a minute. We can schedule that report and save it. To go back up, select this option here, and before I leave it, just to show you, you can order. They're ordered by cost, I think, is the default here, but if you wanted, you could go and resort any of the headers here using these arrows to sort up and down. And in this example, I'm just sorting by duration to see what was the longest call here. Okay, so I'll just come back out of that, back up to the parent report, or I could go right up, selecting the browser back button, back to the summary page here. I'm going to go back into analytics, back into usage, and other popular reports will be by subscriber. So this lists the landline or mobiles in order of cost in this particular report here. And again, I won't drill in, but you get all the summary information, the cost, percentage of the cost, number of calls, duration. In the case of a mobile user, the smartphone user, of course, the data consumed as well, and what corporation and account number they are a member of. Drilling in, of course, brings me into the call details, which you saw a minute ago. Come back out, back to my menu of reports here. We've got top directory inquiry phones, anyone that was calling directory inquiries. It'll appear here if anybody did. Other popular reports will be by day, night, weekend. If you're monitoring it mostly you're a 9-to-5 company, you can have a look at usage at the weekend and during the night time. As you can see, there's a lot of evening activity here. Is that business or personal? Other options, call details report, top countries by cost. So without going through them all, I'll just again pick some popular reports here, top countries by cost. And again, if most of your business is in the United States, you might say, well, that's fine. But if it isn't, like Australia, you might question who's calling Australia, and by simply selecting and drilling in, you get to see the users and the calls made to Australia. So other options I'm going to show you on the call listings or call details report. We'll just pick this report here to show you some filters and options to schedule it. So this report shows you all the call details on your current month's bill, ordered by cost. So if that's a report that you like, you can first of all refine it, and you can select these options here to filter on the report to refine the information even further. So for example, you can say, well, only show me international, or only show me if it's mobile calls made from, we traveled in France, from France, for example, or calls over a certain cost, for example, €10. Custom dates from one day to another. You can enter in the dates that you want. Monday to Friday, particular dial number, calls over a certain duration, show me everything over an hour, for example, roaming or time range. And obviously for fixed line users, you won't see the mobile options here like roaming, of course, and the call origin. So I might decide to pick cost, just to give you an example, over €1. And I'll apply that, just to show you how you run that. The report will rerun. And as you can see here, it'll only render back calls over €1. I can then decide to save that, fine again, add to favorites, and I can schedule that as well if I want. So for example, I could call that calls over €1. Deliver this report. So if you wish, you can have it emailed to you. And every time the bill is run, it'll email you a report of all calls over €1. And I can decide what format do I want to report to. Style-wise, do I want it to be Word, Excel, or PDF? I can even zip it by selecting compress and obviously providing a password for that. So let's click OK. That will now be added to my dashboard or summary page. So as a user on AirBill Analyzer, if I go back to my summary page, this is the applicable page just for me. So here's my report I've just created, calls over €1. So I mentioned this earlier at the start. These are my favorite reports picked from these analytics. So that's how you can run, save, view, and schedule reports. For other videos, please look out for videos on the overview, how to view my bill, and how to set up and run reports. Thank you and enjoy using AirBill Analyzer. Goodbye.